StockPulse.com back on location, the second annual StockPulse Silver Symposium. Joined today by Philippe Cloutier. He is the CEO of Cartier Resources, trades as ECR on the Toronto Venture Exchange. So Philippe, a long ways away from home here. Appreciate you making the trip.
Well, thank you very much. And it's in line with what I do, discovering new territory, new investors. And it has been a great show. Actually, considering that we're just out of this pandemic lockdown, the turnout here has been great. Very interesting people. The people that actually came out here really cared about the mining industry and are looking to take a position in stock. So I thoroughly appreciated the opportunity.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And a lot of history around here. Spokane built on silver, Coeur d'Alene built on silver. So,
I saw
you're
that.
in good company here.
Absolutely, I saw that driving out here. The mining community here is vibrant, and the people here are very knowledgeable. So you're not starting from scratch. You're not educating. You're actually, connecting very well.
Yeah. Let's get into your projects here. You're the mine here, Chimo Mine. So you've got some update here. Why don't you let investors know?
All right. So we covered the beginning of the year. We're basically blacked out because we're working on this very large transaction. We consolidated our Chimo Mine project with the O3 Mining's East Cadillac project. And now we hold a extremely large land package that covers 40 kilometers of the main productive break in Val-d'Or, which is the Larder Lake Cadillac Fault. So with this enhanced land position, by taking away the boundaries, the Chimo Mine project mineralization can now grow at depth and along strike. And with the acquisition, there was the Nordo West deposit, which was immediately east of our ground. So the first thing that we did was to go out, survey the holes, do a resource estimate on their deposit, which is now ours, consolidate that with our resource estimate on Chimo, and we happened to release that on the opening hours of your show here. So that's behind us now. We've done the consolidation. Agnico Eagle has exercised its participation right. So now we have Agnico that owns 17.7% of Cartier, O3 Mining of the Osisko Group that owns 16.6%, the board and the Quebec Sovereign Funds another 10%. So we're looking at a protective moat of about 45% of our shares issued and outstanding in very solid hands. That's the first thing. The second thing is we throughout the summer we designed a diamond drill program that we launched about 3 weeks ago. That's 2 machines, 25,000 meter diamond drill program that we'll be drilling solid for the next 12 months. So that drilling, the recent resource estimate, and the upcoming preliminary economic assessment of the Chimo Mine project mineralization, well, that spells for solid news flow for the next 3 to 6 months.
Yeah, let's back up a little bit here and talk about your jurisdiction. I know you did a panel here, the Talking Hidden Treasure panel here, and you gave a little bit of a romantic story here about where you're at. You got some powerful neighbors in a great spot.
Absolutely. I mean, listen, the Abitibi Greenstone Belt is home to major mining corporations, and one of them is our largest shareholder. Listen, over the past 100 years, there's been over 100 mines, the production of 200 million ounces of gold, 400 million ounces of silver, 35 billion pounds of zinc, and 15 billion pounds of copper. So needless to say, it's an area steep in mining tradition and culture. It's got ample infrastructure for mining development. It's got access to qualified workforce. It's truly one of those success stories. It's a tier 1 jurisdiction, and it's got tremendous mining history. I mean, it's well worth a visit.
Yeah. So what's going to be the next thing we hear about?
The preliminary economic assessment and or diamond drill results. And then next, the recommendations chapter of the preliminary economic assessment will orient some of the work. How do we get to the next step, which is feasibility? And listen, I'm looking forward to having you on site to start shooting that hunting hidden treasures as a next chapter of promoting this company.
So I look forward to being there for that. So
Yeah.
Philippe Cloutier, he is the CEO, Cartier Resources, ECR, Toronto Venture Exchange. Phil, really appreciate you making the trip.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.